Hey, Battle Tested, Arlo here, and today we're going to do offset deadlifts. So an offset deadlift is basically where you have different weight on either side of the bar. And you keep it light, definitely like 40%, 50% of your 1 rep max. You can do it as part of your warm-up for heavier sets or dedicate a specific workout to it. So take a choice and give it a shot. Here we go. So an offset deadlift is a great way to increase core strength. So over here you see we have a 10 on that side, 245s and a 10. And on this side, no 10. So what this does, obviously it loads the body unevenly, which is actually great if you do it safely. So definitely if you're going super heavy, that could be a potential for injury. But if we keep it light, like say 40%, 40 to 50% of your max is about as much as I would go on an offset deadlift, unevenly loaded. And so the idea is that during combat, hand-to-hand combat, there's rarely a time when the load is evenly distributed. So we want to kind of adapt to that and challenge ourselves unevenly because it's more practical and more applicable. Definitely we still want to do regular deadlifts the majority of the time, but every 2 or 3 weeks we'll do offset deadlifts just to train our core and our body to adapt to uneven load and uneven load distribution. Conventional stance, you can do it with more of a sumo stance as well, or a squat stance. I also like a squat stance. One thing to notice, with a squat stance or a sumo stance, the closer my hand is together, the more noticeable the uneven distribution of the load will be. So for these, I prefer the conventional stance, but again, you can do either way. So I'm going to take a hip width stance, going to get down in deadlift position. Again, I have 10 more pounds over on this side than I do on this side. And from here, I'm going to do a standard deadlift, but I'm going to try and keep the bar raising at the same speed. So the bar should stay parallel to the floor. I'm going to have to work a little bit harder on my left side, and I don't want an over-exaggerated hip shift. If my hips are shifting too much to one side to lift the weight, then I'm probably using too much weight. Again, I would start with 10 pounds extra on one side, even 5 would be great. So 5 to 10 pounds extra on one side. I'm nowhere near my my 1 rep max for the deadlift. Again, 40 to 50% of my 1 rep max is a good place, good target zone. And then start with 5 to 10 pounds difference on one side. I want to be able to do the deadlift, keeping the bar relatively parallel to the floor. And then what I do is I will just switch sides. So I'll do a couple reps there, turn the other direction, same thing to balance it out. And that is how to do an offset deadlift.